Hi, hello, namaste. This is me, your host Chaitali Rai. There are actually two kinds of travelers around the world. One, who are more destination oriented. They'll take any other route that they can get to travel faster to the place they are going to. That can be a train, a bus, or a flight, or anything. But there are other kinds of travelers who are more journey oriented. They love the journey that they're going through and don't really care about the destination. It can be the longest route that they're taking to reach that destination. And among the second half, so we are lucky enough to have two Parisians amongst us who are on a world tandem tour from 10th of March 2018. I feel very honored to introduce you to Pablo and Guillaume. Welcome to this program.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, bonjour. You're from France, right? You've learned the Kannada way of greeting.
Yeah, kind of. Shubha
Munjane.
Munjane.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start with the first question that we had in our mind. Basically, world tours or any kind of tour for that matter are done through bikes or something that doesn't require much of a physical exertion because you're already tired through traveling. So why a cycle? I mean, it's more of an exertion, right, when you're cycling. So.
No, I would say cycle. First, to do this, you have to love cycling. That's our case. We do this since we are really, really young.
Okay.
So, first of all, you have to love it because it cannot work if you don't. And second, it's not so exhausting because at the end, it's so rewarding when every meter that you go through is a meter that you made with your own body strength. It's really, really rewarding.
Okay.
So in this way, it's kind of
In France, in Paris, from our hometown, with all our friends, and in fact, it was a place where we grew up together and where we have play after the school and where we have done all our stupid young thing, to say. So like it was our hometown. Yes.
And from there, you traveled how many countries so far? Your checkbox.
16.
16?
Yeah,
nice.
France.
Okay. So can you name a few that you visited?
Yeah, France, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Iran, Dubai, United
Emirates.
Emirates, yeah.
And India.
Okay, so why India? Why Moodbidri especially? Because Moodbidri is not that like Mumbai or Delhi or something like that. It's more of a quiet little town. The only thing or the most famous thing around here is the 1000 Pillar Temple. I'm sure you must have visited there. So why Moodbidri especially and why India, first of all?
In fact, at the very beginning of the story, we decided to go through Azerbaijan and then to take a ferry to Turkmenistan.
Okay.
And then going all the way north into Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, Russia, all the way to Korea.
Okay.
But it changed at some point when we realized that with our special bicycle it wasn't possible to do it so we chose to go in Iran, so go south in hotter countries, where we did not need a special technical adapted material like for the winter, which was too heavy for us. So we decided to go to Iran. And then we decided to go to this big, huge continent country called India. So yeah, that was not the first way we chose, but after Iran, after 3 months in Iran, we decided to go to India for 2 months.
Okay, so Moodbidri, how did you happen to come across Moodbidri?
Because we have a friend here, so it was already our plan to come here.
Okay.
But just for the New Year's and spend 1 or 2 days. And in fact, we broke our bike like 1 week ago.
Okay.
And so we decided to come here and stay a bit before to repair it and to continue our journey. So we end up in this little town
Okay.
because we know someone here, and that's all.
Okay. So I've seen your YouTube page, the mains. So
Pielima, yeah.
La Pielima. Okay. So I saw the first video that you have uploaded. It was about the journey that you were going to take, but I saw India wasn't included in that. But then I saw you were in India, so now you explained why it is so. I would like to know the equipments that you guys use while traveling. Like, what are the basic that you need?
A bike first, sleeping bag, tent, cooker, stove.
Okay.
All what you have in your house, but in smaller and in lighter.
Yeah, minimalistic traveling,
Yes.
for that matter. Okay. So any particular difficulty that you faced, like one which has an impact on you, like you will never forget that moment? Many?
So when we were riding just after Goa,
Okay.
a week ago, we were driving like this. I was like asking Guillaume, who was behind me. I was like, Guillaume, what are you doing? I don't understand, because Guillaume is steering.
Okay.
And so he was driving like this, and he told me like, I don't feel good. Like the bike is feeling weird. I don't understand. And suddenly we heard a crack.
Okay.
So a big crack. So we had to stop on the side, and we had to look at the bike and realize that it was like one tube was completely sectioned,
Okay.
completely broken. So this was recently something kind of hard for us, because it's a bike that we really love. We gave
Okay.
it a name.
What's the name?
It's Valcheux.
Okay.
So it's kind of a special French backward name, kind of.
Okay.
So anyway, we really love this machine, and so yeah, that was the last really tough thing.
So it was more considered like a third person traveling with you.
Exactly.
Okay. So what was the main idea behind coming to this whole journey?
Traveling the world.
So usually for traveling to places, you need permission, and there are problems with the SIM and stuff like that. So how do you go with the technical things when you're traveling?
So for the technical things, as communication, SIMs and stuff like that, we did use SIM in 2 different countries, in India, where we are now,
Okay.
and in Iran, because we spend 3 months in Iran and 2 months in India, so it's more convenient for us. But honestly, nowadays you can find internet quite everywhere, like in cafes, and
Yeah.
sometimes there's free Wi-Fi, so it's quite easy in this way to be connected. In terms of visa, we have a passport which is kind of well ranked in terms of accessibility for different countries.
Okay.
But we had to organize for some countries, such as USA, in order to have a longer visa, because we spent a lot of time there. But sometime we were doing visa at the entrance of the country, at the custom. So it really depends, but of course you have to check when you want to travel like this, every possibility for every country. How long can you stay, in what condition, or sometimes you have to book hostels in certain countries in order to get your visa. So yeah, every country is a different case, and you have to be ready for all of those.
So one major question that I have right now is about the financial management. You basically, there's an idea that if you want to go on a world tour, it's considered as after a retirement plan, because you already have a huge amount of money in your bank. So then you're like, okay, now I'll go on a world tour. So how do you guys manage with the financial things about the money?
So we know this. We will do this trip like since a long time. So since maybe 5 years, we are putting some money on the side.
Okay.
So it's mean you go less outside, you spend less money to enjoy
Small
your
sacrifices.
life, every day. So because you know each money you are spending this day, it's what you don't have for your travel. So
Okay.
I was putting more money on the side and trying to spend less. So yeah, sometimes people say, yeah, come, we are going to vacation. So no, I don't have money. You have money, but you don't want to spend it for this one, but you want to for traveling. So since 5 years, we are putting money on the side. And also parents, friends give us some money to be able to realize this travel.
Okay. And
also we when you're organizing for your travel, you have to organize in a way where you have to set up a budget for each day. And to do so, we did a budget for each day. It's really hard to
keep up to it.
Because sometimes it's kind of not possible, and sometimes you don't spend anything for a day or a week or.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to put on before you go a budget.
Okay. But actually there are many travel influencers right now, and people are actually looking for travel influencers. So did you try like asking for sponsors for your tour?
We asked for sponsor because we was not supposed to have the bike which we have now.
Okay.
We were supposed to do this journey with 2 different bikes. But he got like a knee, Pablo got an injury, so he couldn't bike anymore. So we have to find a new solution to be able to do our travel. So we find this bicycle with really expensive compared to one bicycle.
Okay.
So at this point, we already have set up our budget and everything was quite ready to go on. And from one day to the other one, we have to find like 5,000 euros. So I say, we cannot find it because it's like maybe 1 year to put all this money on the side.
Yeah.
So we say, okay, so now we have to find a sponsor who will be able to give us some money or to help us for our journey. So we find one, and he helped us to buy. In fact, he offers the bike for the travel.
Okay. So coming back to India, what is the most different or the most unique thing that you found about India? Or did you have any perceptions beforehand that, okay, India, I have this in my mind, so something that changed it or something like that?
We got a lot of.
There are so many cliches about India.
And in fact, when you arrive in India, say, oh, but it's not like this. Like for example, like the streets are busy with cars, you cannot drive your bicycle. People were saying, yeah, it's busy and awful to drive your bicycle in India. And we arrived like in Mumbai, and in fact, was like other countries, just there is a constance of car driving, but it's not full.
And people don't drive so crazy compared to other countries as Georgia or Iran. Like people are quite careful in a way, and they horn all the time, so you know where they are.
Okay.
So it's not so dangerous, and it's good.
Okay. And in terms of people that you've come across, how was it? Like,
I was expected more like in Iran. Like people will come and look at you and want to take picture all the time, selfie and everything, because we are white, we are blonde, and some people didn't see it. And a lot of people were saying, yeah, when you take the train, people just look at you.
Yeah, because
wait.
I actually saw you guys in Moodbidri a few days back, and I was walking my way, and there's a family who's showing like, see, look at them, the white people. Like, yeah, this is the hype.
Yeah, but in fact, in Iran, compared to Iran people come and you can be eating like this and someone will come here, sit and take a selfie and you are eating. But
okay.
I want to eat alone, I don't want to take a selfie, but here people are more, okay, maybe they will look at you, but it's not what we expected. We expect like will be more worse than Iran, but in fact
more distance here, but people always like are really polite
and ask at least.
And
so you can say no. And it's not like do it.
In India, what struck us, I think, a lot was the constant presence of, not in huge cities as Mumbai, I would say, but like when you go out of Mumbai, like nature, even in villages, like the shapes of trees we never saw before, or like just the monkeys running around everywhere, or eagles in the sky. Not eagles, but I think it's kites.
Kites, maybe.
Kites all around, and like in France, when you see such a big bird, you're like, oh, and you stay for 5 minutes watching at it. But like here, there is everywhere in the cities.
Yeah.
And it's for us, it's completely different, and it's a really big change compared to all the other countries that we saw until now.
Okay.
And yes, the country itself, it's really beautiful, especially the part we cycled between Mumbai and Goa. And then
So maybe you traveled through Lonavala because the hills there are really beautiful.
Yeah, and so it's really hilly.
the hills are hilly.
And about the food, you come from a part of the country where wine and cheese is the most popular thing over there. So coming to masala, how is it?
It's spicy, but it's
Not
okay. Like another cliche, like we were expecting really to die on the table on our plates, but in fact, if you like spicy food, it's really good, and it's really there's a variety, a big variety of different kind of dishes, and so yeah, I really do enjoy it. To give too, I think.
Okay, so one major question from my side. What is the advice that you would like to give to people who are looking forward to travel? Like, I'm among them, so I would personally need a suggestion from you guys.
Like traveling in general or traveling by bike?
Traveling in general.
Everything is possible, because since we left France, we met a lot of people. Someone are traveling by bus, other one by train, other one by airplane, other one by hitchhiking. So, and all don't have a lot of money. Even if you have just a few of money, you can travel by hitchhiking. It's easy. In some countries it's more less easy, but everything is possible. Just if you really want to travel, just jump in it and
let it take you wherever.
Before to leave, you are like, oh, what I'm doing, is it the good way or the bad way? It will be tough days, it will be really nice days. It changes every day, so you just have to jump in it. Even just set up like a budget. Okay, I've got 2 or 3 euros per day. You will try it for 6 or 7 months, but you can see a lot of country, you can see a lot of things, you meet a lot of people. People are generous. When you are traveling before, maybe you can say, oh, maybe it's a dangerous country. Or, I don't feel this person, and after like 2 or 3 months you discover that in fact everybody is nice, everybody is a good people, everybody want to help. The other one is just because at the TV you see, okay, this is not good, this is a bad thing happen, but it's one thing for 10,000 good things will happen, and we just focus on the bad thing and not on the good thing, on everything. So
lots of prejudices are broken because of this. And your cycle breaking was the only bad experience that you went through, or was there something else? Because mostly travelers have this problem that things get stolen, and how do you trust people? Because basically man is a social animal and they are very particular about being protective. So how?
You have to learn to trust,
and also to don't trust people also.
Sometimes it's like feeling like, but there's some time you don't feel safe, so you will lock your bike, you will take care of your stuff, but you have also sometimes you have to let go.
What do you feel about Alvas? Because you've come here and you've stayed here for what, about a week or so?
Yeah.
Almost a week. So how was the experience over here?
So when we arrived in Moonbidri, we were kind of lost because we were just out of a bus where we completely dismantled our bike to enter the bus.
Okay.
So we just let our stuff in the street, and we were like sweating, and we were like, okay, what are we doing now? And so our friend came, and he made us really a first tour in the city, and then in the different parts of the campuses, I don't know.
Yeah, campus.
And he explained us how this grow up in like 15-20 years, how like and how many students and to how many students the education is provided here. And it's really amazing. Like there's like something really great about this, and it seems to work really well.
You had interactions too, right, with some of the students?
Yeah. We had two different conferences with the naturopathy students and also smaller college student. Yeah.
Okay.
and it was really, really nice. We could we explained our travels, and we also presented documentaries about an association that we are working with.
Okay.
And yeah, it was really well received, and there was a lot of questions, and yeah, I think people were interested. Yeah.
So one last question right now. Usually travel makes you philosophical. You get a lot of ideas about people, about life in general. So is there something particular that you've learned through this journey? A tough one.
No, the world is beautiful.
And also maybe that no matter where you go, no matter the people you meet, the different cultures, the country, the borders, like when you meet families, you really feel, you always kind of feel the same thing, that people always seek for what's best for the people they love. In no matter what culture it is, it will be always like this, like family structure and people helping themselves all around. No matter how it works, it will be this way because people love each other.
Yes, we have this thing in like a stanza called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means the whole world is a family.
Yeah.
So basically, I guess that is the main philosophy that you've learned so far.
Yeah, like we heard the saying, saying that the sky is blue everywhere, so everyone see things kind of bit of the same.
The same, yeah. Okay, there was one question that I was just reminded of. Your mother, you said, is a traveler, right? So is there any problem that she has faced because she's a female traveler and that you haven't faced? Because I guess it's a lot more harder for females to travel alone or with their friends especially.
No, because she's always traveling a group with some friends and 10 years every year. So they are traveling together, so she's always with a man. But I never had a problem, like, because she's a woman. Maybe if you go, I don't speak for her because she didn't win, but if you are a girl and you go to Iran, it can be a bit tough or tricky because, you know, women and men are not in the same level in a way.
Yeah.
Because of government and other things, so it can be a bit tough, but all the women we met and who are traveling never have a problem or don't mention to us, but they feel always comfortable, and even by hitchhiking it's not a problem. And
you have to feel comfortable as a woman traveling this way. Like if you travel and you don't feel yourself comfortable, you will get yourself in a situation where you don't want to be and you will not enjoy your travel.
Exactly.
So, but
I think it's also, and it can be also for men, it's bad moment, bad situation, bad time, and it can happen like for
to anyone,
anybody. Like.
But in your society and in the society that you will visit, sexism will be there for sure. Like,
for sure, yeah.
So of course, like there can be bad experiences this way, but you have to find out. So it's
more of a learning journey. So thank you so much for this interaction. It has been lovely talking to you people, and I personally have gained a lot more motivation and inspiration to travel now. So I'll be in contact with you if I need to travel more. So thank you so much everyone for watching this. This is me, Chaitali Rai, bidding you goodbye.